So, welcome and thank you guys so much for joining. If you have not already heard about the Royalty platform, I'll briefly let you know what it is. It's basically a new digital marketing tool that is made more specifically for small business owners and solopreneurs, real estate agents, anyone who is responsible for generating your own leads and your customers, or if you have a brand and you want more of a brand presence online. This tool offers 5 major components in one, and that allows you to advertise online on Google, Facebook, YouTube, and millions of other websites. It allows you to create unlimited landing pages, which are mini websites. It allows you to have an email autoresponder, again, all within the platform. So it has the email responder, and that is for anyone who opts into your ad. An email will automatically respond to them that you curated, especially for that particular ad, and you can start the engagement process there. Then it has the social media marketing feature, which is being able to share clickable social media content on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Instagram will be added later. And then the fifth component was what then? What am I missing? Analytics. You get your analytics and the CRM, of course, the contact management system, and the fifth major component, yes. So the bonus of it all, which is the affiliate program. So just like Uber, Lyft, Amazon, every time you make a purchase, every time you hop in an Uber, somebody somewhere is getting a small commission. And that's how businesses have learned to grow their business quite rapidly. So that's an extra bonus on top of the fact that you can effectively use this tool to market your business and generate leads. So I will go ahead and start screen sharing and show you guys the back end. Okay. All right, you guys all should be able to see this. Let me get rid of all my stuff up here. How do I get rid of this? Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and log in. Hopefully you have really good internet. Okay, so when you first log in, you're probably not gonna see what I see because I've created a lot of landing pages. So like I said, you get you get unlimited landing pages. If you buy the $87 and up package, it comes with this automatically. And we'll go over pricing at the end, but basically all you need to know right now is that for $87, you literally get everything I've already listed automatically. Whether you choose to use the ads or not, you get everything. So that's pretty cool. So this is where your landing pages will be. You can see on the left-hand column here is where everything is, so you can find it. So we'll start with the landing pages. As you can see, a lot of these are blank because John and I, as soon as we come up with an idea for a website name, we automatically just take that name right away, and we want to go ahead and secure that. So any random ideas, whether it's good or bad, coming to mind, just go ahead and take that one. So these are all the landing pages that we've had. I'm going to show you how to create a landing page really quickly, and we're going to use the real estate example. So for the page name, we're going to use Frisco Realtor, and the page URL, we're going to say Frisco Realtor has homes. Okay, so let's go ahead and take that one. For the category, you're going to choose real estate. That is your industry. Subcategory, buy or sell homes, and hit create. Okay, so now this is going to open up. Now, if you've ever used MailChimp or something similar where you've had to create something by drag and drop, if you tried to create a website, this is kind of a similar situation where everything that you need to build the landing page is going to be on the left-hand column, and you can literally drag and drop over whatever it is that you need. So I'm going to start with an image. This makes for a really clean, simple landing page. I'm going to quickly add an image for this specific listing I have, or product, or very specific service that I'm offering, and I'm going to add in the image there. choose the right size. Okay, boom. Make sure it's sized well. Got it. Okay, so now you can see there's a filter over it. And again, guys, we're gonna go a little bit quickly just to save a lot of time, but I'm going to make sure I edit the style. You can see there's a lot of different options of what to do. I'm gonna take off the padding on the top, which is that space on the top and the bottom. Hit enter. What do I wanna do with the section background? I don't wanna color. In fact, I want to go full width with this beautiful brand new listing that I have. So I'm gonna put that front and center. Hit OK. You can also add context over it. I like to pre-create our content. So John and I, whenever we're creating an ad or a landing page, we use canva.com and we create our content prior to dropping it in. Makes it a lot easier, and then we get more ability to manipulate how we want it. So I added an image. Now, the main thing you really want to make sure you have on a landing form is going to be the customer form. This is where you can actually capture leads. So let's see. Enter to win a gift card. And then you can type in more information, more info, coming, whatever you want to write there. And they'll have the option to enter their name, phone number, and email. You can also add a field if you want them to answer a specific question. When are you looking to move? You can see right here on the left-hand side, when is your move date? And then you can add that, and that'll show up right here. And they'll enter that information. You can make it required or not required to enter these specific fields, your choice. You can go to style, make that button a little larger. I really don't suggest to use a black button. I like to go with the brighter colors. And then you can change the size of the font. Not sure why it's not popping up. Oh, I didn't write it in. Okay. Let's see, button text. Hello. Submit or see home now. Okay, so or schedule a tour. And then you can redirect that button to actually go anywhere you want them to. Once they hit submit, they've already viewed your ad, they liked it, they opted in, now they're on the landing page, they're entering their information because they want to tour this beautiful home, they want to see what's inside, and now once they hit submit, you can have them redirect to call you right away, email you, or download a PDF. If you want to offer a free PDF in there, you can do that, or redirect to a URL, could be your MLS, your website, or another landing page where there's a full sales funnel or system that you have in place. So again, you can continue to guide these people wherever you want them to go. Enter in that website. Right now, we'll just go to facebook.com, pretend that that is where we want them to go, click OK. Okay, so, and you can again change the color of the font, color of the background, etc., etc. I want to choose to put an About Me section. You can add an image of yourself in there as a relocator, for example, if that's what you wanted to do. And you want people to notice you. I'm your relocator. Here's my image. Select. Again, the whole point of me dragging in a couple of these items right now is just to show you how easy it is to build out an entire website, mini website, automatically that will capture these leads for you. And you can also take these links and post them elsewhere or send it to someone and have dedicated landing pages specific to each product. If people ask about that product or service, you can guide them there automatically and just tell them the website link and they can find out all that information there. So you can dedicate all these pages to whatever you want. Uh-oh, someone's not muted. Let's see.
I'm muted.
Okay. All right, so I'm not going to fill in all the information, but you can see here, you can add that. You can add your Facebook, website URL, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, all those icons will populate for you. I'm going to exit out of here and show you what a finished product looks like so you can see that. So as you can see, we've done a lot of examples on real estate. So this is the finished product of what I've previously built. Up here, you have the your icon, your logo. You can have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn icons. The image is there. I change the color of the font. I incentivize them to give me their information. The contact form is here. You could also add video. And the best thing about it is that the video will actually play within the landing page. It doesn't redirect them to YouTube or Vimeo. It stays on that website. So that's a bonus. And then that About Me section I added there. And let's chat. Oh, call to action buttons. You can add as many call to action buttons all throughout the entire page. John and I have a landing page specific to all this information that we're giving you. It's just the data dump page, and it scrolls forever and ever, and it's broken up by colors and whatnot. But you can add as much as you want, and there's a lot of different buttons in there as well. So you can see that is a full functioning website right there. So that is the first component of the platform. The next is going to be the online ads. So the online ads, this is where your ad is actually going to be distributed on millions of websites like YouTube, Facebook, etc. Right? And as you can see, we have two empty ones. Each one of these squares, these boxes here, is considered an ad pin. That's what they call it, and it uses proximity marketing. And I'm going to show you that exciting feature right now. So again, this is how easy it is. We've cleared them out and we've redone some things. We've been testing some things. So that's why you see empty ones. But for this sake, I'm going to go ahead and start fresh. And I'm going to do an ad of, new homes in Frisco. Come see today, right? And then you can add a short summary. New homes, not hose, in Frisco. Okay, and then add a little bit more detail about this home. All new builds in Frisco near Lagoon. Okay, and then more and more information. You have 37 out of 90 characters there, and you can see that there's two different lines as well as the ad context. All of this is populating below two different ads. So what you see here is a square and a rectangle. The reason being is because Facebook and Instagram have different dimensions, right? So you're going to have to build it out that way and provide a square and a rectangle image. And in order to drop those in, you just go ahead and click landscape image. Drop in a landscape image that you've pre-selected or that they already have in here. So if you're a real estate agent, you want to choose whatever their stock images are. You have a couple options in here, and I know some people who have generated leads on these stock options. So whatever floats your boat, go ahead. You can choose from there. Okay. So let's drop in the rectangle version. Make sure it's sized appropriately. Okay. Hit OK. Drop in the square image again on the left. Let's see. It's one of these here. Boom. Again, I pre-created this in canva.com. If you haven't already heard of it, go there now. It's a very user-friendly tool. I suggest using it on your desktop version, not your phone. A lot of great features there. I create all my marketing content on canva.com, and I use unsplash.com and Pixabay to download images if need be. Okay, so now you've got the square and the rectangle in there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to link your ad to a website. So you can either immediately take them to your MLS or your product website, or whatever special landing page you've already had with another system, wherever. You put that link right here. Or what I recommend for this particular platform is to use a landing page that you already created, like that Frisco home one that we created, because when you look at your analytics, that's where you're going to see your analytics. So you're going to really know how well it's doing, unless wherever you're directing them has its own analytics, and you can track that. then go ahead, by all means, do so. Again, this platform was created for simplicity and affordability. So that is its key bonus or highlight. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, so now we have the add content image. We've already connected it to our landing page that we created. Guys, if you're not paying attention, pay attention right now. So this is where it gets really, really cool. So you can target your audience where you want this ad to be distributed and seen. You can either target a large area up to 500 kilometers or a specific area, which I highly recommend if you're in a dense population. If you're in the middle of nowhere and you're trying to reach people who are a little bit off the map and there's a house every 2 miles, then I would recommend targeting a large area based on how many impressions you purchase for that ad pin. So for a smaller one, dense area, a smaller location, you can either type in the exact location that you want it to go, or the best part, you can go anywhere in the world on this fancy map. I'm going to stay in the United States for this one. But if you're a relocator, let's say you heard of a company moving from California to Texas, big surprise. I'm going to go there. I'm going to find that company. I'm either going to type in their address, or I'm just going to go ahead and drop my pin right there just by a simple click. And then I'm going to choose the radius. Now watch the circle in which I want my ad to be distributed. So that is called proximity marketing. And this ad will be seen again on all the websites and apps that people are scrolling through every single day. So if they are within that proximity, they have the opportunity to see your ad. So it's a lot of brand presence right there. And then you're going to go ahead and click OK. Once you choose your proximity, advanced targeting, you could advance target even more by targeting specific age groups. So let's say I know that my customer lives right here, 35 to 54, that is my prime customer, or let's say millennials, right there. Male, female, I want to target only females. I can type in keywords, dream home, Frisco homes, realtor, home for sale, let's see, real estate, whatever keywords that are relevant to your industry, type those in, you get up to 10. You could also target by choosing the time of day and which days that your ad is going to be distributed. I just leave it on all day because you never know when someone's browsing the web. So I click OK and just simply type in your business name and hit save. So in just a few minutes, we now created an ad that is a minimum of 5,000 impressions for this ad alone. If you buy the minimum, you can get 50,000 impressions per ad pin if you wish, or more. You can customize the number of impressions minimum per month that ad must reach, and it's going to be distributed over the 30-day period. It will be pending for approval, just like Facebook or Google does. You must have your ad approved by their staff in order to make sure you're not selling anything illegal. But as you can see, we just created that. You're going to be able to witness the impressions right here. So this one wasn't running previously. This one was. I've already hit my 5,000 minimum impressions for this month, and it's going to continue to grow. So it's not a limit, but it is a minimum number of impressions. And I've had 47 clicks on my ad. So that's where you will see this here. All right, so the third component is going to be email campaigns. So once somebody loves your ad image, they opt in, they're on your landing page, they fill out that form, you can create an email campaign that drips on them within this platform. So if you're already using a more robust system, totally fine, take those leads, drop it in there, or at least have one email immediately responding to them. So campaign name, Frisco new builds. Pick one. It's going to be associated to which landing page? It's going to be associated to the Frisco landing page that we have associated with that ad. If I can find it. All right, so let's pretend I can find it. All right, we're just going to go ahead and say Texas loan officer. Couldn't find it. I don't know why I was missing it. So the reply address, you can have this reply anywhere. Hello, John and Kaylee @gmail.com. That's our email, by the way, if you have any questions. Get started. So now I'm in the portal to create a mini drip campaign on these people who opt in. I can add a new email, and again, same thing as MailChimp, same thing as the other features. Everything is going to be drag and drop. You can also include call to action buttons, buy now, schedule now, see more inside this home. Whatever your call to action is, create that button, drop it in here. If you want to, let's see, the regular email style, you obviously you want to have that to be able to communicate. Edit that text box. Hello, thank you for opting in, Kaylee. Okay. So I'm going to go back and show you what a finished product looks like. Frisco Homes. Okay, so this is the campaign. Oh, did we delete it? Arg.
Just like the one is.
Huh? Okay, so let's pretend it's this one. We deleted it. Awesome. So what is the royalty platform? You can drop in an image. You can have a little header title right here. And then, of course, the basic content. But this is what emails can look like. This is fairly long. Obviously, this is for a different campaign entirely. But you can have a call to action button right down here. And that's what those emails will look like, depending on how much or how little you want to add to that. And then I can add a new email, and I can choose, just like that first one I chose to have immediately respond to someone. But this one, I can have it respond a couple days later and select, like if they haven't responded to me yet, I want it to respond 2 days later. So you can manipulate that accordingly. All right, so on to the fourth feature, which is fairly new to the platform, and we've only slightly dabbled in it just to do an example, but this is something we're really, really going to focus on. So social media marketing, guys, so social media content is king. Right? Content is king, and you've got to be posting all the time, and we all know that it's super, super tedious. So this helps because all your marketing tools are going to be in one platform, including your social media capabilities, which offers clickable content to your LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. Instagram is coming, but these images that you can create, you can add new. And again, drop in your images that you've already pre-created. And then you can add text over it and manipulate the text. Font size, move it around. Okay, you can change the color. You can make all these changes to it. And then when you go to post the data, you can post it. You can have it where it is going to direct people back to your specific website or to one of the landing pages that you've created within the platform that can then collect their information. Okay, and then once I hit post, how did I do this last time? Oh, I have to add a URL. Or use a landing page. Okay, so I'm gonna link it to a landing page. And then I'm gonna hit post. And then I'm gonna select my social media that I want this to post to. It's gonna take me to Facebook, and now I can write something right on my Facebook check out my new builds in Frisco. Right? Everyone wants to see homes. And all I have to do is decide where I want that to post and hit submit. And now this looks like, you've all seen these before as you're scrolling through Facebook, as you're scrolling online. You've seen these images that look like articles, right? So now you have a beautiful image, and then you have the article name or the landing page name down here, or your website URL name that will be shown here. And now people are going to see that beautiful picture, and they have the option now to read more or see more. That has been a huge, huge game changer, and that's where all of our efforts are going to go towards, because it is organic growth. So I have a small business, and this is something that I need. I need something that is affordable and very user friendly, and it's going to allow me to have organic growth for my business before I can start spending big dollars on marketing. So I can hit save and go, and that'll be posted and available to everyone, to your immediate network at the least. And you can share that link on any other website or wherever you want to go with it. So once you do create these things, it's not limited to just having to distribute it from this platform. You guys got to, you'll start to, as you dive into it, you'll start to think outside the box and really, really get into it. So, and find new ways to play with it. All right, so that was the social media marketing feature. So we went through ads, landing pages, email campaign, social media marketing, and then really quickly I'll show you, when you do have this platform, your contact management system is in here. And a good way, you can go ahead and, let's see. So one thing I will add as a bonus is that, Crystal, can you hit me, Crystal? Thanks.
Sorry, are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get this. Sorry, let me get this.
I'm glad people are on still, because I can't see if people have dropped off. All right, so once you open up a contact lead that came through, the internet, Royalty has a third party that is actually scrubbing the internet for people who are specifically searching out your product or service. That's why when you create a landing page or an ad, it asks you for your industry, because they are going to distribute these free cold leads to you that they have a third party working on. So again, this whole purpose is to help you grow your business as a small business, and you have the opportunity to reach out to them. You'll get their email contact, etc., etc. So you'll have the contact database system here that you can follow up on, and then your analytics here at the top. So in order to view your analytics, you just go to one of the landing pages that you've created, any one of them, and then you can scroll down here and see your analytics. This is pulled directly from Google, so you can track that here, see where they're coming from, the dates, etc. So there's one more thing. Affiliate, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing now. Or actually, I'll keep sharing so I can answer questions and probably walk through. But let me pull everyone up real quick. Okay. So unmute yourself if you have any questions. I know that was really fast, so I want to try to help clarify anything. John? Any questions? Guys, I know I'm not that good at explaining things.
So, Sally, I do have a question.
Okay, thank you, Terry.
Okay.
So this will come back to any database that you have, like KV Core, anything like that, and then we can go from there, contacting them from there also.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can choose how much or how little you want to use all these features, but they will all come included in the package. So if you want to skip out on the landing pages, you don't want to deal with it, you just want to direct them right to your website and take it from there, that's totally fine too.
So your system will do similar to anything else, and we could stay on that, or do one or the other? Is it about the same? Is that what you're saying?
What do you mean? Is it about the same? I'm not sure.
Well, we could direct them to KV Core or something, or keep them on royalty system and do similar things.
Yes, yeah. So you can have them click through a sales funnel if you want to create multiple landing pages, and every time they hit a new button, it goes to another one. You can create that for you as well.
Well,
So that's totally going to be up to you.
now, royalty may be easier for a lot of us to figure out than KV Core even.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole purpose of the royalty platform is the simplicity. It's not meant to be a magic bullet, as John always says. It's not that, you guys. It's not any different. It's just consolidated and very user friendly and very affordable. So if any of you have done any kind of online marketing at all, you understand that what you see here, all these features cost thousands of dollars. Like it could be $10,000 to $30,000 for some companies just to get their ad out there. So it really, really is affordable. It's a fraction of the cost to at least start getting that brand presence and using all the features individually as well to take advantage of those.
Hey, Kaylee.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Georgia.
So I think where this might be the most useful for BU, at least right now, is I'm really interested in the proximity marketing, and we're going to use Podia, which is has its own sales lead page that leads them into a funnel for purchasing curriculum or memberships and things. So I think if I'm understanding it right, I would be able to create an ad pin, but go ahead and put in the URL of that landing page on my own website so that I don't have to create the landing page through this platform.
Yeah.
So that's my first question.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't have to have them through multiple landing. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the second question with regard to the proximity marketing is, what exactly is that hitting? So I know we created kind of an Facebook ad and a Instagram ad, but are there other sources that this is going to be hitting?
They are 10% on Facebook and 90% on Google. They're actually not on Instagram as of right now, but Google includes the YouTube. So the YouTube. Sorry guys. Google includes YouTube. So YouTube, Google, and then many other millions of websites. So depending on your target, depending on your field, that's going to be narrowed down based on that. And just like all the other platforms, since it is using Google, it's constantly optimizing. So when you put your ad up, they're learning your audience and they're learning what is working and what's not. And your ad will continue to be optimized so long as you don't play with it and manipulate it so much and you let it sit for a long time, which we haven't done yet because my coffee wasn't ready. So we've just kind of dabbled around. But we do have a customer who has done testing like that. So
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
John had a question.
John?
Yes. So is there a plan for a movement to Instagram, or is it just because it's Google? What is the future as far as movement? Do you guys have any insight on that? Because I think Facebook, although its presence probably hits the buyers at this point in time because of the age group that's on Facebook, I think as that progresses, give that another 8 or 9 years, you'll see that move towards Instagram. Because my daughter tells me that Facebook's Instagram for old people. So I just
it is.
And I understand older people are buying. You know what I'm saying? I understand that too. But is there a movement towards that?
There is. Justin has said, right?
I think what he was saying, what the CEO was basically telling us is the click rates on all across the Google websites were much better than on Facebook and on Instagram. So they pulled away from Instagram, and Facebook again is about 10% of where they put the ad spend. but the click rates all across the board were better on Google websites and YouTube than they were Facebook. So they're trying to make it the best bang for your buck, so to speak. So putting the ad spend in the websites and things that are going to bring the most traffic.
So because I'm ignorant to this, and I appreciate it, thank you guys for letting me get on this call. I'm not normally allowed on calls like this, but so if you have, if I'm looking, like, say I pulled up into, I'm in the Northwest, so I say I pulled into the Tacoma area, and I'm like, new homes in Tacoma. Is it certain verbiage in things? I understand the proximity, but is it certain verbiage that it's hitting off of? Do you select those words that it's hitting off of for your advertisement to pop up, or do they actually have to type in your name, like John Knight Realty?
It's both. So I opened up the ads right now. I don't know if you are taking a look at this right now, but
I can see it. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
So it's just the ad that you created, and also you can, it's keywords that you've created as well to better target the individuals who you're going after, so to speak.
Okay. I missed that part. I missed the keyword search part. No, I'm sorry about that. It has to be my boy. I apologize.
But
so
it's cool because when you do create the ad, they're asking you for your, what it is that you do. So it's both. But specifically to the ad pin, you get that option to really hyper target with those keywords.
And you may have already said this, but do you have a limited amount of keywords? 10. Okay. All right. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. Thank you.
Oh, that's okay. Thanks for chiming in. We miss you. All right. Anyone else have any other questions?
Okay.
Haley, Christina, I do.
Go ahead.
So this seems to be awesome for business to consumer, but how does it translate to business, or does it?
I mean, that's where your creativity kind of has to come into play. If you have a lead, if you want to just focus on the landing pages for lead capturing, or tell me your needs, and you want to send that link, create that page, and send that link to whatever business you're targeting, you can have them click here, fill out this information, and I will get back to you and answer your questions. So that's the B2B side of it that I off top can create. Again, also the social media feature is huge, because being able to share that on LinkedIn, which if you guys know, LinkedIn right now is really, really pushing its way to be number one as far as social media platform, because they were far behind, but now they've really put a lot into that. So sharing stuff on social media on LinkedIn right now is really huge. So that social media feature just gives you credibility for business to business, and you can share articles, you can share just random tidbits or information about your coffee, and use that just to kind of stay in the game in terms of social media.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah. And again, that will actually guide them to a landing page to collect their information if they are a business interested in taking your coffee. Raju?
Did you have a question, Raju?
Yeah, no, I didn't see where your ad spend limit or whatever is, I didn't see where that's set up.
Like how much it costs?
Did you say ad spend?
Yeah, like who's monitoring that? How do you spend? I mean, what's the cost there?
Yes, so we, I'm glad you asked that question, because I forgot to go over pricing. So John and I have 4 ad pins. You pay for each ad pin. So if you want one ad pin, you get it's $57. That's the minimum buy-in, and it's $57 a month. No contract. You can cancel anytime. But what we always recommend is to at least get 2 ad pins, and that's at a minimum of 5,000 impressions. So if at minimum you want just 5,000 impressions, which I don't recommend because that's a very little, but at minimum I would say 2 ad pins, and that is $87 a month. Actually, okay, I can show you guys. Actually, where's it at?
The one that's like
okay. So I'm going to take you guys to that link instead of just trying to explain it all. That's the realtor I chose from Google. Okay, so, all right, so select my plan. And FYI, whoever invited you guys to this call, get with them. They have their link. They'll share with you. So this is the plan. These are the plans at minimum. $57 gets you 1 ad pin of 5,000 impressions. $87 gets you 2 ad pins or 1 ad pin. You can combine those impressions if you want, and that's a 10,000 impressions minimum. $327 gets you 50,000 impressions, and you can divvy those up among several ad pins or 2 ad pins if you want. And then you can customize from there. So once you're in the platform, each ad pin is going to be, I think, don't quote me, I think it's $30. So as you add ad pins, as you see your business grow, and after you A/B test, that's the reason why we recommend the $87 one, because you want at least 10,000 impressions, and you want the ability to A/B test which is doing better. After you do that, if you see one ad is doing better, switch that other ad, or double down on that one ad pin so you can really manipulate it. Does that answer your question, Raju?
Yeah, partially. I'll ask you guys questions later.
Yeah, sure. And there's no ad spend.
Yeah.
So that is the total cost. And that includes the entire platform. There's no ad spend, no pay-per-click, nothing else. It's literally just that. And you buy the ad pin itself and you get everything that comes with it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what about moving the pins around? How often would you do that? Like every week or 3 days or what?
As far as on the map?
Right. Yeah. Say if you're getting some and you want to try a different area, or you're not getting some and you want to try a different area. Do you have a time frame that you recommend?
Well, at the end of the day, it's up to you, but what's recommended is that you keep an ad in one location for as long as you can, or at least do your 1 to 3 month testing, and let it optimize. That's a special niche of people that are in that area. So you want it to learn that audience, and it gives the opportunity of someone seeing your ad twice or more than once. So I would recommend that. But it's totally, you can, if you wanted to move your ad pin around every day, or there's actually a feature where you can have it follow you. So it's always a radius around you, no matter where you are. You can have that option as well.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone?
Cool.
Okay, I think that's it. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to email us, hellojohnandkaylee@gmail.com. And you can find us on Facebook and Instagram if you want marketing tips. There's a lot of little different stats and tips that we upload on our Facebook page and our Instagram page, which are both Hello John and Kaylee. So, and that's Kaylee spelled like Callie with a K, Kali. So if no one else has any questions, then that's it. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Georgia.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, you guys.